Hello, guys. We are live.
Good
Hello.
morning.
I'm with Aurélien today for the first edition of Inside the Bunker, where we will talk about our roadmap for this year. Hello, Aurélien.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
And I'm also with Théophile, our Bunker Web guru, as you can see.
Hi everyone.
So, thanks for your participation. So, hello also to the guys who will have a look to the replay because you can be here live. So it's the first edition of Inside the Bunker. Our goal is to reproduce it, to do other webinars on other subjects. But since we are still in January, it's a perfect time to talk about what we will do this year. Before we start, let's talk about what we did last year. So let's do a little rewind. It was an amazing year. We did a lot of things. Let's start with the release of Bunker Web, the 1.6. Théophile, maybe you can talk a little about it. I know that we change a lot in the architecture.
Yes, it keeps evolving. In fact,
Yeah,
some ideas come, some ideas go. Most of them come from our great community, actually,
yeah,
especially regarding the core function features.
yeah,
But indeed, a lot have changed. For example, this year we launched the API service that we'll talk more about later, I think.
for sure.
Um, we also greatly worked with the tools around Bunker Web, like for example the templates repository, where the community can share their Bunker Web templates.
Yes,
And the
that's it.
templates was actually the far feature of the 1.6, which makes Bunker Web a lot better to configure and way easier to use.
Yeah, and we also had a redesign of the web UI, so it's cleaner, so we can have a smoother experience. We also added some pro features such as the Easy Resolve or anti-DDoS plugin because of feedback from our customers, and we will talk about it later. But we have other feedback, and so we'll add other features. And we also launched our Bunker Web Cloud offer, which was an amazing work from Aurélien. Maybe you can talk a little about it.
Yeah, a lot of work actually. But this offer was aimed to answer the demand of a complete managed version of Bunker Web. So it was quite a bit of work, but this year allowed us to work on this subject and be able to completely answer this demand. Um, we still have lots of ideas to improve this offer, this cloud offer, but this also comes with new features in Bunker Web. So you'll hear more about the cloud offer. But this year was the good opportunity for us to show ourselves first, and then to the community, that Bunker Web can also evolve to a completely managed solution.
Yeah, but can you confirm that you still rest after that amazing lunch because it was a hard work. Can you tell us but maybe more about the under the hood, how it works? What kind of technologies do we use?
There is no rest.
There is no rest.
There is no rest.
Only tech.
You start with an ID and it evolves. So how it works under the hood, basically it's just a huge Kubernetes infrastructure where every customer will have his own instances, auto scaling instances of Bunker Web. And every UI is also automatically protected by our own Bunker Web. Well, this provides very scalable solution.
Yeah, that's it.
And
So
it will also include monitoring, updates, and support, of course. The Bunker Web Cloud is mainly a pro offer. So you have all the pro features. And as it's completely managed, you have access to backups, upgrades, managed
yes,
stuff.
it's a Bunker as a service. It's a BaaS.
Exactly.
It's not a SaaS, it's a BaaS.
It's a BaaS.
Thanks a lot,
But
Aurélien.
there is no rest.
Of
A lot of
course.
work.
Thanks a lot, Aurélien. So that's all for our rewind. Let's go to the main subject.
And the community forum.
Yeah, we also opened the community forum, of course, a great one. So let's start with the first quarter. We already started some work, of course, because we are already near the end of January. Regarding Bunker Web Pro, so we started to add the SSO features, notably on via OpenID Connect, but we plan to add other connector for later. Maybe Théophile, you can talk about it. I know you did something good with Keycloak, and Théophile just disappeared, so I don't know. Do we have a problem? Wait a little. Aurélien, I can't hear you.
He probably had a technical issue.
I think
he's in the cloud. I can talk about the integration meanwhile he's coming back.
No problem. I will take the Bunker Web Pro. So our customers told us that they want to add SSO to the protected service, not to confront with SSO on the web UI. It's two different things. So we added it with OpenID Connect, which is a standard, I think, which is the easiest way to go with SSO. We also added custom error pages because of maybe the marketing team of our customers are telling tech people, so they don't want to have Bunker Web branding on the default pages, and we understand that. And now directly on the web UI, you can change everything about the custom error pages. We also added an Open API validator plugin, so it only takes an Open API schema, so JSON file with everything, which is automatically generated, and once Bunker Web download it, it will automatically check the parameters, the URLs, etc., and it will block if it isn't in the schema. And last but not least, we will also work on the Pro chat, where you can ask everything you want regarding Bunker Web on your directly on your web UI. And welcome back, Théophile. No problem. I took the lead on the Bunker Web Pro Bunker Web Pro subject. So we will have a chat, so you can ask everything to the AI. It will be only text at the moment, but we'll have something else very good, and Aurélien will talk about it later. Maybe Théophile, can you talk about what we do with the current version? So it will be in LTS mode.
For the current version, yes, of course. Long-term support will be provided, and we will work on a specific end date for this. And of course, well, we are aware that the 1.5 version didn't profit from this long-term support, but will make an effort for the 1.6.
Yeah, of course, but there wasn't many demands on the 1.5 to be LTS, so it's not a big deal. And for this quarter, we will also work on integration, and Aurélien has many things to say, I think.
Well, every ops would like to easily manage his Bunker Web instances and configuration. So it appears that it might help every ops to be able to use Terraform or Ansible to manage their Bunker Web instances. So the Terraform provider is already out. You can already try it. This will allow you to completely manage Bunker Web through your IAC infrastructure. And so this is already out. You can already try it. You can find it on the HashiCorp Terraform registry. Of course, it works with the Bunker Web API, so make sure you have this one deployed. And this will be coming during the Q1 of this year. That's going to be the Ansible collection. So for those of you that prefers Ansible over Terraform or use both, actually, I do use both. So that's going to be helpful for all the ops around here. And lastly, we also plan to integrate into more cloud marketplaces. So as for now, we already are in you can find us in Azure, Microsoft Azure, but we are already working on other providers integration, which could be like the main one, AWS, and also some more local one. Like we are a French company, so we are going to work with Outscale, Scaleway, and probably other providers.
Okay, thank you, Aurélien. I will just do a technical action because we can't see on the live our presentation. So I will try to do
Yes.
just quickly to go to another scene and we come back.
Indeed, it looks like there's an issue with the presentation.
I don't know if it works better now, but never mind, since we are talking.
Also for the people on YouTube and LinkedIn, we can see all your questions and they'll be answered at the end of the event.
No problem. No,
I think we still can't see them. So
yeah, we can't see the. Okay, let's maybe take 2 seconds so we can check why. No, we can see.
Oh, you are the slides.
We don't need
I am the slide now.
Since
I take control. It looks like I've taken control.
I will add the slides again. Let me check.
Oh, yeah, we can see Aurélien on the live now.
And if someone can tell us if it's working or not, because we just added the slides.
There is a slight delay with the live, so it might
that's
be
why
soon.
Let's.
Meanwhile,
yeah, it's still not showing on my part.
Okay, never mind.
For some reason, the delay on YouTube is less than the delay on LinkedIn.
No problem. We'll talk.
Okay, perfect.
But we need the slide, so never mind. We will share the slide with pleasure. So let's talk about the second quarter. In the second quarter, so we will start the development of Bunker Web 1.7. We will start it in the beginning of the second quarter. but it will be hopefully in stable release at the end of the second quarter. What I can do is what I can tell is that the UI will be redesigned, and the API will be central. So the API that Théophile talked a little bit at the beginning, it will be the central piece of everything. So everything must go through the API to do anything in the database of Bunker Web. Do you have anything else to tell Théophile on the 1.7?
I think you rounded up pretty nicely. Of course, there will be some refactor here and there for optimization purposes, but it falls into the focus on performance. So yeah, everything has been said.
And we'll also focus on AI. Sorry, we have a nice release because we have our MCP server. Aurélien, maybe you can talk about it.
Yeah, AI is the big the elephant in the room.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone wants AI everywhere. Of course, about security, AI is also something we want to add with caution, of course. But in a very closed environment, imagine your Bunker Web deployment. I love to take example with Kubernetes, for example. So you deploy your Bunker Web stack using the Bunker Web Elm. So, and integrated, you'll also have a MCP server container or pod. And this MCP server, for those who knows what an MCP server is, will be able to communicate with your API, Bunker Web API. And if you connect this with your own LLM, that will make you able to directly, using words, communicate with your Bunker Web services, getting creating services, editing services, fetching some stats and data from your Bunker Web. Everything you can do with the API, you will be able to do it with your LLM through the MCP server. So this is planned to be in a stable release for Q2, but you will be able to try a public beta version pretty soon, probably Q1.
Yeah, and we already tested it internally, and it's awesome. You just tell the MCP, please, can you add? But you are not mandatory to tell please. But can you add a new services, and my FQDN is blah blah blah, and I want detect mode only, so I can check false positive, and bam, it's creating it, etc., etc. So
It's like you can whisper to your bunker.
Yeah, it's a whisper bunker whisper. In the second quarter, we'll also work on the academy. So it will be, to be concise, it will be an e-learning platform. So you will have resources to learn more about Bunker Web. You can also have certification. We will have different degrees, different levels of certification. For example, we can imagine a basic one, and after an intermediate, and after an expert, bunker expert, and you will have your degree. You will receive your degree if you pass the certification. And we will try our best to have some partnerships with school, because we really think that it's a big subject. So Bunker Web will be used by students, and because of our open source approach, they could still use the community version for free. Let's go to the third quarter, and as you can see, it's a big one. We will start the development of Bunker Web V2. which is a big piece because, as you can see, it will be a major change in the version. So we'll try our best to start the development at the beginning of the third quarter and to release the first beta version at the end of the quarter. But of course, since it's a big piece, we will see how it goes. But we'll try our best to do regular feedback, and from the feedback, we will fix bugs, we will improve the solution, etc., etc. We also start our platform, centralized one. Aurélien is on the subject, so I think you can talk about it.
Sure.
Please.
Sure. Actually, well, every time you went to the BunkerWeb panel to manage your subscription or get the trial mode, you used our legacy platform. So we're planning to redesign an augmented version of this. So this is basically the SaaS platform where you'll be able to manage the entire subscription for self-hosted and cloud subscriptions, with cool features like multi-tenant. Well, every classic SaaS features you can find everywhere, you'll have it there as well.
Yeah, and it will be a redesign of our current panel, but better, harder, stronger, better, like we said. And that's a perfect time to say that BunkerWeb 1.7, the previous version that will be released in quarter 2, will be in LTS mode. So it will be a short version, but it will be we prefer to try out some refactor on a pre-version such as the 1.7 before we go deeper in the V2. So there will be some performance improvements, some stability improvements in the 1.7. So don't worry, it won't be a pseudo version. It's a real version, and but it will be easier for us to start with 1.7 and then go to BunkerWeb V2 because, as you must know, there is a lot of work.
So the 1.7 will be the last V1 version.
Yeah, the last, but
it's like the version 2 pre-patch.
Yeah. And now let's talk about the last quarter, but it can change because we don't know if you have some problems to fix, etc. But we hope to release at least some release candidates for BunkerWeb V2, and if everything goes well, but we don't know at the moment. Sorry, if everything goes well, we will try our best to release BunkerWeb V2, or it will be postponed to the next year, beginning at the beginning of the year. We will also start launch a new cloud offer for a more broader audience, something which is more accessible in terms of pricing, for example, but also for us, so we can, for example, have multiple clients on the same machine, which is a big subject in cyber security. And last but not least, we will integrate into the central platform some sort of marketplace. So at the moment, like Théophile said, I think, or I don't know, we have a community forum, we have a repository for templates. Our goal is to put the templates inside the platform, so everything will be inside the platform. It will be the central piece. We can also imagine to have plugins inside the platform, so it will be some sort of marketplace with free plugins, with paid plugins, etc., etc. Plugins from community, plugins from partners, plugin from us, etc., etc. And that's all for the roadmap, I think, because we already have a lot to do. So, of course, we focused on the main subjects, but as Aurélien said, for example, the MCP will be in stable release in Q2, but it will be released in the next weeks or months, at least in beta, in public. So we have many subjects that we don't have time to talk about, but yeah, you will see. So stay tuned. We have a newsletter. We have a Discord if you are not already on it. We have our website aussi, so you can have a look at blog posts and of course on LinkedIn too.
As I said, there is no rest.
There is
There is no rest.
Thanks a lot for your participation, and we will be more than happy to answer your questions. I know that we can see the question on YouTube at least.
I can see I can go through the LinkedIn questions if you want.
Yeah, I actually listed them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, let's start.
Yes. Can you show the chat on the? maybe
Yeah,
it's-
but we don't have the LinkedIn ones. We
Oh.
only have
Oh
the,
yeah. Okay.
only have
Well,
the.
never mind then.
So for
Okay.
the LinkedIn,
The first question. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Théophile.
Yes.
Okay. The first question was on LinkedIn from
Yeah.
Sébastien, who asked to you, actually, Aurélien.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to ask what cloud provider did you select for the cloud service of BunkerWeb?
Oh yeah, very good question. Actually, we did the first piece on Microsoft Azure, but the cloud offer is designed to be completely provider agnostic. So the first part was on Microsoft Azure, but then we tested it to be completely agnostic, so it can basically work pretty much on every cloud provider as long as they support Kubernetes.
Yeah, and that's our goal. It's to be completely agnostic. So if we have, for example, some Europeans, they want European hosting, so we can do it. If you have some American, we can choose an American hosting provider. So yeah, that's the goal. Being agnostic. So depending on your needs, you can don't hesitate to send us an email, and we will do our best to find the best provider for you.
Okay. The next question is on YouTube from Monster Geek, who is asking if. By the way, thank you for the kind message saying that BunkerWeb is a very interesting solution. He's asking if we're planning a support for the gateway API on Kubernetes.
For sure.
Also, you wrote that egresses will become unsupported, but I think this is a false fake news of some kind, right?
I think that the Nginx ingress controller will be deprecated. That's one thing. Yeah, but you can use BunkerWeb, no problem. And I don't know if there is any official news about the ingress definition, but more globally being deprecated. But anyway, yeah, we will support Gateway API, and very soon, I think in first quarter, we are already aware of it. So yeah, I can confirm that we will support Gateway API through our controller.
Okay, so another question from Sébastien on LinkedIn, who asked, when it comes to very scalable solution with Kubernetes, did you notice that Exoscale is supporting Carpenter, a modern autoscaler? He said he asked for a friend.
Yeah, he's an ambassador at Exoscale. Maybe we should get in touch.
And
I see.
I think, Sebastian, we already talked a little bit, I think, maybe in the last InCyber event. I don't remember, but yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about it, Sebastian.
Okay, next question. I lost the history of LinkedIn, but I have the questions. It was when we talked about the MCP.
Yeah.
Did you run tests with local LLMs? Plus, he also added another message saying that log analysis by AI consumes a lot of tokens.
Let's separate this in two questions. So the first one, did you run tests with local LLM? No. And this is something we'll be bringing out to your attention when using the MCP, as it highly depends on your LLM for the data. This is going to be your responsibility to use it with care. So for the testing, we just used Claude, which integrates with MCP. With MCP. So this had no issues with data because this was just testing. But if you plan to use the MCP in production with real data, you'll have to use. I mean, we will recommend to use local LLM, of course, so you keep control on your data. If it's just for testing, of course, you can still use your regular API keys with your own LLM provider, which could be OpenAI or any other. But be aware that your data, your security data, are going to be going there, and you don't know what's going to happen with them.
It's always better to have all your LLMs locally with probably Ollama or something like this.
Yeah.
We provide the MCP server, we provide the tool, and we will recommend some security guidance, but you're still responsible of the usage of this tool.
I see a question from Michael about Secnum Cloud.
Just before, because this was a question in two parts.
Oh yeah.
And the second part was the log analysis. It's a very interesting question, so I think it's good to answer it.
Yes.
Probably when you talk about log analysis, you probably mean the machine learning that could come from all the logs gathered by your bunker web. This is different from MCP. The MCP is just to communicate with your API using an LLM. The log analysis, which indeed would be a lot of token, is more something going into the feature of CTI.
Yeah.
Which is still a lot of token, but that could be run locally. So different concern with token.
Yeah. So, Michael, on YouTube, we are already compatible with Secnum Cloud because we can have an hosting provider, which is Secnum Cloud. For example, we can host on Outscale. We already did some POC on it, and it works like a charm. So, cloud offering, you have the choice. If you want Secnum Cloud, you would just tell us that you need Secnum Cloud, and if you don't want it, you tell us also, so we can have the best offer depending on your needs. One other question.
So to rewind a bit, because I think it's better if we answer them sequentially.
Yeah.
I think this question was about the cloud offer from Frédéric Olivier on YouTube, who was asking any hints on associated costs.
It depends. It depends on the number of services that you want to protect. So it's the cost of Bunker Web Pro license, and it depends on the traffic, on the resources you want to have. So we need to first talk about it, but I prefer to say that it's something premium. So yeah, there is humans behind. There is auto scaling things. There is manage hosting. So it's much more a premium thing for companies that needs premium security. So yeah, but we'll try our best to offer a broader, a more accessible offer by the end of the year. But yeah, you won't have the same level of services.
Okay. Next question on LinkedIn from Cyriel, who's asking if there will be a summary of the roadmap.
Of course, for sure.
Will be posted on LinkedIn,
Yeah,
Discord.
I think the next question will be quick from Mark, who's asking if the V2 will only be SaaS. And I think it will answer a bunch of questions. I think it's linked to the other question from YouTube of AskFox. Bunker Web continue to be developed with self-hosting in mind. Well, question mark. And of course, it will always be self-hosting in mind first, and then SaaS.
Yeah, of course. I don't know. Is there a rumor or fake news? Because no, we will. There always will be a community version, a self-hosted one, and a pro one, and a cloud one. So yeah, but of course, the centralized platform will focus on offers, etc. But yeah, you will always be able to host Bunker Web yourself without paying nothing, and because it's free as in freedom. So it's not a goal at the moment to go dark, if I can say. We will stay as we do. So yeah, don't worry.
Open core for life.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, open core is really open security. So, well. Okay. Next question from Yves on LinkedIn. Do you have any plans to add support for Acme compatible providers other than Let's Encrypt? Starting next year, TLS certificates will only be accepted if their validity does not exceed 100 days. And starting in 2029, this will be reduced further to 47 days. Therefore, Acme is becoming even more important.
Yeah, of course, we will support it. I think we will do it in 1.7, 1.7, because there is some structural stuff to do. So yeah, we will support it. No problem. I can't hear you, Théophile.
Next question, sorry, on YouTube from Shade634. He said, I hear a lot about pricing, but from my understanding, Bunker Web is an open source project. As a developer, I would like to get more involved, but how to go about this?
Can you talk about it, maybe, Théophile?
Yes. We are really close to our community and to our contributors. So if you want to contribute to Bunker Web, know that the project will always be accessible on GitHub and be open source. There is actually a bunch of people that already contributed to it. For example, the latest in mind was the Korean translation on the web interface. You just have to follow the contributing markdown file, and you'll have all the information needed to contribute to Bunker Web.
And as an additional note, yeah, we have an open source version, but also a pro version. That's why you heard a lot about pricing, because we have some free stuff and we have some pro stuff, which is by definition paid. if we don't get paid, we can't continue the open source project. So we must get paid to continue it, and it's like a circle.
Thank you, Florian. Next question from Cyriel on LinkedIn. Are you going to obtain ISO 27001 certification?
For us?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I think you meant for us, yeah.
Maybe by the end of the year, if everything goes well, or a little bit later. But yeah, of course. But that's
a lot
not
of paperwork.
Yeah, and that's not because we are not we don't have the certification at the moment. That's it's not a synonym that we don't have any security at all. We can have security without the paper. It's not a problem.
There's actually the next question is actually also from Cyriel, and I think I'll be able to answer it. Are you going to implement a syslog connector? Actually, we already implemented one in a recent release. I think it was in 1.6.7, if I'm not mistaken. You can, well, in a easier way, because it was already compatible, add other handlers for your logs, for example, syslog. If you want, we can send the links to you on LinkedIn, because we also wrote documentation about it.
Yeah, but I think if it's the same Cyriel that we know, we can send him by email.
Yes, we'll send an email.
Thank you, Cyriel.
Okay, I can see that Shade wrote something about his old question, asking if he can get involved. He said, I was especially referring to where to find current issues to assist on. It's on GitHub as well. You will find all the issues in the issues category. I'll send you a link afterwards. Next question from Frédéric Olivier on YouTube, asking for the cost of Academy.
It's a big subject. We don't have any idea at the moment, because we didn't started yet. But what I can tell you is that we will have a free tier for sure, and after we have some certification. But we'll try our best to fit the market, to have nearly the same price as other certification, even a little cheaper if needed. We don't, so I can't tell at the moment, but we'll try our best, especially for the schools and maybe the professors, the both students and schools. We will do something accessible.
Okay. Next question on YouTube, also about the Academy. On your future e-learning platform, it's from Frido, sorry. You think, okay, do you think you'll have many certifications like Kubernetes or just one?
Like Bunker Web on Kubernetes, yeah, but not on Kubernetes. We won't do general or other stuff. We will only do, for example, certification for Bunker Web on Kubernetes, mastering Bunker Web on Kubernetes, for example. But we won't have general certification for Kubernetes, if that answers the question.
Yeah, it's still a Bunker Web Academy.
Yeah.
And I think for now it's the last question from As It Fox on YouTube. Okay, you mentioned potential partnerships with school. can we expect to see Bunker Web being taught in courses from open classrooms like they did with CrowdSec, for example?
If you have the number of the CEO of Open Classrooms, yes, we can do it. If you can, Mr. Fox, if you can send us. Joking, but I don't know if we will be able to do it this year. But I think that it's a good idea, and maybe we can first launch our academy, and we will see how it goes. And yeah, it will be it's a nice idea. So we will see.
Whatever that can improve accessibility to Bunker Web is a good idea.
Yeah,
but everything takes time, and
Yeah.
there is no rest.
Yes, indeed.
for sure.
For sure.
Okay, is it everything? Oh, one last thing.
Oh, are you still hiring people for the company? Do you have a platform with the positions? From William in YouTube.
Okay, I can respond to it, I think. Not at the moment. Maybe some internship, some apprentice, but no, we don't have any position at the moment. But stay tuned, maybe in the current year or next year, but not in the first quarter, I think.
Okay.
There was a lot of good questions.
Yeah.
A lot of good.
We can see
of
that
people.
the Gateway API is starting to
I'm
get really
curious.
interesting.
I'm curious. What from the 2026 roadmap? What is the most exciting feature you're expecting or waiting for?
Yeah, and we will finish by that. If you can tell us what's the most interesting feature for you.
And thank you for the kind words as well in the comments.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that MCP is the way to go, because you don't even need a web UI. You only tell, I want to do that, etc., and it's magic.
Clément is saying thanks and take my money.
Of course, Clément.
Oh, a question from Azzy Fox asking if there will be merged.
Yeah, we are thinking about it. We are working on the subject, but we want something premium. But because we don't want to sell something cheap, and you know, to make margins on it, so we first need to think about it. But you are not the first to ask us if we have any merch. So stay tuned again, and you will see.
We want fun gig goodies.
Oh yeah, I can see. Okay, on LinkedIn, I can see that Said said that he's waiting for Bunker Web V2 the most.
Oh,
Alexandre said that what he's waiting the most is the real-time interaction with the logs with AI. And Sebastian wrote that he likes the Terraform provider.
Sebastian from
Exoscape.
Okay.
Also, on YouTube, I can see a message saying the 1.7 LTS. I don't have time to update regularly on each K8S amps.
Yeah, we know for sure that updates are a pain sometimes. And Frédéric Olivier told us that stability is a goal, and I confirm that it's a subject, the main subject between all the versions, that it must be stable. Okay, I think that's all for the moment, because
I'll answer on the comments to you. Oh, okay, yeah. I can see a last question. Can your product help with DDoS attacks as well?
Yeah, of course. We have a dedicated plugin for that, which acts in the SSL TLS level, so it blocks cryptographic. It avoids, sorry, the cryptographic computing. So when you have many requests and you can't take all. In fact, the cryptographic action takes a lot of CPU. So yeah, we have, but it's a pro features at the moment. But
Yes.
you can test it with our free trial. So yeah, you can test it. Give us
I
feedback.
just sent the link to the documentation about it to you.
Perfect. And we said that it was the last question. So thank you a lot, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank
We
you,
have
guys.
a lot of interesting questions. We will send you the presentation and everything you need, and also the replay. So don't hesitate to republish it on the social media. Thank you. See ya, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Keep using
Don't